their tweet this afternoon. Looks like Glasner just in 1 year wins one major trophy, his first major trophy at Crystal Palace. Meanwhile, Mikel Arteta has went through multiple phases and yet to deliver more than one major trophy. Hang on, did I include the... Yeah, it did. I'll get to that. Yeah, ridiculous tweet by Arsenal fans, but nothing new there. So yeah, and that's football, innit? This is why football at the elite level is just small margins, really. If Arsenal fans are still backing Arteta, he's a good manager, but he can certainly get better out there, really. Honestly. They've got enough money to go out and buy an elite level manager. I know certain Arsenal fans and modern day football fans go, oh yeah, you won't get them. No, you won't. You don't find out until you put the money on the table for a manager, or you go to a football club. I want your manager whack a 25 million pound bid in for a manager and buy out his contract. But yeah, Glasner. If you give Glasner the money Arteta's had at Crystal Palace, he wins more. If I'm being honest. Glasner is an experienced European manager. He's won in his first full season at Palace, Phase 1, compared to Phase 6 for Arteta. It's one of them. And, of course, it's like Liverpool, but we ran City close. But what do? You go again. And the fundamental principle of modern day football, we get as fans, and even me doing YouTube videos all these years, you like to see a nice new signing coming in, but at the end of the day, it comes down to the coach in the dugout. So, like, I was listening to, check out Ian Graham's book anyway, How to Win the Premier League. I'm listening to the audio podcast, so I'm cheating, because I've got major dyslexia, as you know, judging from all the great spelling of the titles over the years. So, yeah, I've listened to the audiobook, and it's very good. And, like, Ian Graham, just the stuff he was saying about Brendan Rodgers, like, the amount of poor decision-making from Brendan Rodgers at Liverpool in terms of, like, signings, like, his whole fascination of wanting to sign Christian Benteke, Brendan Rodgers, and all the data lads were going, no, Brendan, he doesn't, like, he's not coming up in terms of the database, or he's not even in, like, the top 3, top 10. But Brendan Rodgers was so adamant. And, like, the fact that it was Ricky Lambert, like, they went out and got Ricky Lambert for, like, 4 or 5 million to the data lads were like, yeah, Sam, we'll bring him in, experiment with a target man. They brought him in, and then Brendan Rodgers went and got, obviously, and his reluctance to not play Andy Carroll and all that, it's absolute madness. So Glasner, if he gets 150 odd million, I tell you, this season, depending on if they sell Wharton and Gakey, really, which I think they will, to very much balance the squad in terms of you've got to sacrifice, a bit like us with Coutinho, sell like maybe 1 or 2 big players, and then overall improve the squad. So Phase 6 Arteta, be Phase 7 next season. Yeah, and this great tweet from this, like, madness. As I say there, it's a must win. It's must win for Arteta and Arsenal next season. Even in a League Cup or an FA Cup, it's still a trophy. Like, a club like the size of Arsenal can't be going with all the money spent, like, trophyless. Like, and this is why I do think a lot of the clubs in the next couple of seasons, and I made up Liverpool won, like, the League Cup and the FA Cup over the last couple of seasons as well. Like, that cup double was amazing. Of course, we nearly done the quad. We were like 2 matches away from winning football, like winning all 4 trophies as well. But yeah, like, and this tweet, like, from an Arsenal fan, like, fair enough. Like, Arteta has never won a trophy, but don't include the 50p's, mate. Like, I think I've got a bigger dinner, like, well, not quite bigger dinner plates down there. I know I love my food anyway, but, like, it's like that 50p, mate. Don't be including that. A club like Arsenal, I grew up in the younger generation, or just general, anyone that's watched Arsenal, like the great legendary teams under Arsene Wenger, like Pat Rice and all the great people that made Arsenal, like, in terms of you just, yeah. They spend like 200 million. They can't be getting out the league. Well, it's going to be Battle of the Dinner Plate in a couple of weeks' time when we play Crystal Palace. But that'll be a celebration of football anyway. And I'll be made up anyway if we win another 50p anyway. Well, I suppose. But yeah, a club like Arsenal should be striving to win the Premier League and the Champions League. But it is what it is. But yeah, that tweet has got 1.7 million views, chat. And it's got 17,000 likes. Is that all Tottenham fans liking that tweet or something? It must be. It must be all Tottenham fans, because there's no way 17,000 Arsenal fans have liked that tweet. Nah.